What's up, guys? So we are back here with the last day on Earth, and we've got so much to talk about, so many new things that have been developed. You can see, look at this house. We are completely developing up our house here. So it's been a day and a half here of this game, and it is a really solid free-to-play game. Great. We learned how to name ourselves. Look at that. So we are now named Crowfall, and for those that don't know, Crowfall is an upcoming MMORPG that blends survival game tactics and features like this with MMORPG stuff for a cool environment. And yeah, it should be launching sometime early 2018. You can also use the link down below or the coupon code YouTube Jason Wyver to get 5% off of your first purchase for Crowfall. So let's take a look at how you name yourself. You click on the backpack, and then you click up to where your name is. It used to say play or something, and then you can input your name. You can change your name however much you want right now. You know, no cost, no nothing. So you can go ahead and change your name to something different if you don't want to be called Crowfall or whatever else your name is. So that's how you change your name. You also notice that there's an item here in this secondary slot. And now we found out that this is a secondary hand. So this is like your main hand and this is your offhand, which is very cool. So now you'll see on our toolbar that we actually have main hand weapon and we have offhand weapon. So we have food here in our offhand weapon, which allows us to stay alive while attacking and hunting zombies and other players. So let's jump into the forest here and talk about why we're going to the forest, how we built our house, and what this zombie horde right here means. So in 45 minutes and 40 seconds, we're going to have a zombie horde coming to attack our village, our house. And we had to build up our walls to protect it from the zombie horde. If you don't build up your house to wall level 2 or higher, your house pretty much gets destroyed. So we're also going to just take a look at what happens, how many zombies come at you in your base, because you can go to your base while the zombies are attacking your base. It is pretty damn cool, guys. So this is harvesting. We are looking for a lot of wood because in order to build a house, just like real life, you need a lot of wood. So we chop down trees, get the pine logs, build up our supplies. And at first, when we talked about this game, we thought everything was a completely limited supply game. But that's not the case here, guys. So all these areas around the hero, so there's a forest, there's like a minery, a quarry, and then a couple other forests, and they have different difficulty levels on them. Those all actually respawn and come back. They're randomly generated maps. So we are in the forest, the very first, easy level 1 forest, and there shouldn't be too many hard enemies in here. You don't fight hardly anyone above a level 80. You can fight other players controlled by the AI, so we aren't actually fighting other players. We're fighting other players' AI avatars controlled by the AI, and they are quite simple to beat if you have some consumables to heal. So our tool broke. The auto harvest function is amazing. It lets your guy work, and so you can chat, and you can also check out your bag and manage your inventory, because the game has a lot of inventory management that you need to do. And even if you get attacked like we did there, you can smack him. The game is smart enough to use your attack function to actually attack and kill enemy. So as we are running around, we are clicking that secondary item to heal ourselves up using those berries that we've been collecting. And every item takes a new slot. So we've collected some berries, and that's going to go right there in our backpack rather than on our secondary slot. So since this is level 1, we don't really care about, dodging or evading anything. We're pretty strong. We have a shirt on and we have some shoes on. So it's giving us a little bit of extra armor. Very small armor boost there. But we have berries, so we're good enough on healing. We're not going to take too much damage. We have a decent weapon here. This paddle does 20 points of damage a swing, and it only allows the enemy to hit me once. So you see that zombie hit me for 5 points of damage, so we just eat one berry and we are completely healed up that 5 points of damage. Weapons have strength, and then they also have attack speed. So the higher the number on that attack speed, the faster the weapon goes. If we take off, and see right there, we are getting attacked by someone. The AI is letting us know, even though we're in our backpack menu, the game still goes on in real time. So you can die, and you will die if you're sitting around managing your inventory in your backpack. So you definitely generally want to be in auto harvest, auto fight mode when you're managing your backpack, because you will die if you're sitting there like, let's see, so let's take the auto off and we'll just sit here. So our guy is not going to defend himself, he's not going to do anything, he's just standing there waiting for anyone to attack him and kill him. I mean, and you really won't be able to actually, you know, come back from that. If they've got a couple hits on you, most likely they're going to end up killing you. Even the basic zombies, they hit for 6 points of damage in the beginning, and then when you move up further in the game, you fight these toxic zombies that hit for about 15 points of damage if you have no armor. So here's a fast fighter who, again, he's very fast. He's got a lot of speed, and he's got 80 points of life. He does hit for 6 if you have no armor on, and there's another one. So these are the hardest enemies that you're going to see in the first level. So nothing too crazy. You can see we used our berries, and pretty much we got all these berries from this environment right here. You can see we picked up 15 more berries, and so we can just go and throw there. So what we are doing is we are harvesting all of the wood. We need lots and lots of wood so we can build up our house. We're going to go ahead and craft another pickaxe because I believe that we're out of our pickaxe. I believe that we broke our pickaxe, and so if you broke your harvesting tool, you need to craft another one in order to chop down more trees. So there we go, and look, and now we've cleared out enough that we can open up the box to see what's in here. And in here is normally better supplies. So you can see a lot of supplies in there, a lot of like tools and knickknacks. You're gonna need to keep everything that you find, and when you level up, you do actually increase all of your HP back to level 100. So we were yeah, maybe like 50 or so, and now we leveled up and we got to level 100. Every time you level up, you're gonna get these points. These points will vary depending on which level you get to, and the first couple things that you want to acquire is the small box, and then also the basic backpack. And then after that, you probably want to acquire the garden bed so you can start building carrots. We're gonna go in harvest a little bit of things while we discuss this, as again, we don't want to just be standing around doing nothing. So let's see, do we want to toss anything out? So at this point, you don't need, like, I don't need seeds. I have plenty of seeds, so we can go ahead and delete the seeds right there. And he's going to go chop away for the forest and the lumber. So yes, starting off, you want the small box, the backpack. And then after that, the garden bed. Garden bed is very important. It allows you to plant the 20 seeds to grow carrots. Carrots are a great food. They grow fairly slow, but they heal a good amount of energy, food, health, and also give you a little bit of water, if I recall. Then you do want to make a shower. Moving on next, and then also you want to make a workbench. Campfire is not really needed that much, especially if you have the garden bed, so you can kind of leave that back. Oh, we're getting smacked on. Oh, and see another player. So we're getting smacked on by another player, and that's a player controlled by the AI. And look at all the stuff that we got from him. So this is his weapon right here that he was using. I've never even had one of these. This is like a tiki torch that's on fire. And it's pretty damn cool. So it's going to do 12 damage, attack speed of 1.5 or 1.1. When fired from the claw stick, lights the way and keeps animals away. Very cool. So also we took his backpack, we got some cloth, some rope. We're going to try and take everything from him. At this point, I may want the tiki torch because that's pretty damn cool. We don't have one of those, and we never have had one of those. So let's go and put our berries in here. So that's going to free up an inventory slot. And then let's go ahead and take that tiki torch. Just because it's pretty damn cool and I've never had that one before. So let's see. The cloth we're not really needing. The pickaxe we don't really need. Don't really need that. We could always use the iron ore. Iron ore is a good item. It's hard to come by slightly. So you got to prioritize like what you actually need and what you are utilizing. We can go ahead and drink our beer here. And we can take our food. Oh, and so now, part of the hilarity of this game is we drank a beer, and now you can see he's got a little toilet thing. He's got to go take a piss. So he's going to go over here, piss on the guy, and he gets all pixelated. While you're doing this, you can't do anything at all. So we are getting smacked by this zombie, and we actually might almost die for taking a piss on top of the dead corpse of the enemy that tried to kill us. Pretty funny stuff there, guys. So yes, if you drink too much liquids, you do got to take a piss. And hey, might as well take a piss on the enemy that just tried to kill you. Alright, so we're going to harvest more logs here, and pretty much you can put anything in that secondary slot. So, since there's tons and tons of logs, and we're trying to harvest a lot of logs, we might as well just use up all our berries and put logs. Oh, we can't put logs there, but we can go ahead and put the tiki torch, which will then free up a space and now allow us to actually harvest more logs. Alright, let's delete that. Let's go chop a tree so he knows to collect logs. And we are good to go. So, going up forward on the next path here. The chopper looks really cool and exciting, but you don't want the chopper, guys, because it takes so many materials. We bought the chopper as soon as it became available, but the chopper was just a complete waste of tokens, because you can't make it until probably you're level 25 or 30. So we were solely collecting on materials. You have to find them out in the world, and they take a lot of materials. So don't grab the chopper. This is not all the materials that you need. This is just the materials that you need to make the workbench. Plus, you'll also need to upgrade your house to level 2 before you can even place down the chopper. So, rain catchers are very important. Keep you guys hydrated. I have not built the makeshift bat because this tape is very, very hard to come by, and you don't get enough of it, so it's not really worth it. The radio hasn't really done much yet, but it supposedly allows you to trade with dealers and such. So we'll see. See what happens there. We've gotten one person to show up at our base, and he offered pretty crappily items. It was not really worth it, and then it also gave us the access code to the bunker. But you get that from killing random people and finding it on dead corpses. So we're heading back to the home base here. And what I've noticed is that generally once your energy is lowish, they start giving you more special items to encourage you to spend more energy, to spend money in premium currency to actually replenish your energy. So it's a decent idea to keep your energy fairly low, around like the 20 to 30 range. You should be able to get to most locations in that energy range. So we're at 23 energy, which allows us to run to most locations from our house. Again, that might be my mind playing tricks on me, but there were some other games that did that same kind of thing. Is that as your premium currency got low, they offered you nice items that you could just barely get or just could barely not get, and encouraged you to buy more premium currency from them. So you can see our house, we've got a lot of storage chests, and then this is the bike that we talked about. Look at all these pieces that the bike needs. Tons and tons of materials that simply you're not going to have for a very, very long time. So the game has tons of micromanagement on items and survival aspects. If that's your thing, this thing is amazing, guys. This is a free-to-play iOS game out now, and I cannot recommend it enough. Go check it out. Go download it yourself. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.